All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We play to win. Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's caught by OBJ. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 27, Mariota. He's got Smith here.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Steps away to his left. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun. Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
He goes to that. Like 20. 2 for 1.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
20. 4 down.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing, Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Mariota's throw caught by Brown. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Flushed out right. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Goff going top shelf for Smith. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 43 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's complete to Taywan Taylor. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mariota looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now Mariota on fourth down. And he's got Bennett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mariota again. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On second and 10, Mariota. Now he's flushed out left. Got him in, it's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. I got you. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Here we go. One. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
To the air again, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch twist.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Under 10. 10. Check.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Matt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Cut. 180. Hey, shell.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. He was going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Here's Gurley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
3 down, 3 down.
Another carry now for Gurley. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again they run with Gurley. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Mariota now to throw on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now. It's Bennett. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for number 43, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Now Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Titans go. It's Mariota. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down. Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first down throw for Mariota. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time. Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping. You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they have to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know. Doesn't feel right. Exactly. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Now Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Like 20. 5.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it. And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Steelers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.